So how to start doing the retypo of the objects like this? Like whenever you will see the object something like this where extra openings are there, the shapes is little bit complex. So always figure out what is the most tough part in that object. Okay. Like here, maintaining this roundness is more tough because rest of the part is pretty straightforward only. Right. So whatever is the difficult part, start it from there whenever you are doing the retopo or even if you are starting the modeling from the basic, so always start from the most difficult part from there so that the rest of the thing is already easy. If you'll finish the difficult part in the start, then it's not a big deal to complete that particular prop character or anything. Okay, so I'll start the retopo from here. I'll just select this, make it live, because I didn't like the finishing of this object, like somewhere it's cut, here also it's cut, so it's always better. Yeah. Right now, I'm not counting like how many mesh I'm taking. Whatever is required to complete that shape, I'll do it. Whatever the optimization will be there, that I'll do it in the end. Like as I've made this character a long way back, the finishing is missing in this part, right? See, this border should be equidistant. It's not equidistant from all the sides. So these are the few things which you have to take care of that. Which is what going to happen. So I'll just do the retopo first and then I'll start tweaking like this properly. Okay. So I'll just select this and extrude and move it. So you should know like when to switch to edit mode, when to switch to retopo, because extrusion if I'll do like 1 1 1 1, it will take time in retopo. So it's always better to select the whole edge, extrude it, and then snap the vertex. Mm. Okay. So the more you will practice, the more you will understand this. All right. So again, now I'll select this whole thing. I'll do the extrusion. Okay. Select this. I'll snap it on the surface. Okay. And I'll scale it down. Always remember whenever you're working on any this shape, like it if it is extracted or if you are getting any gap. So one mesh you have to keep just to support that shape. Okay. Directly don't jump on to like filling this gap. Okay. Always remember this. We need one mesh to support this shape from outside also. Now you can take the charge, like select this again, extrude, and then do it the way you want, as in like Then you can snap it to the corners because now you already got the supporting. Again, don't just like stretch it. This face is gonna get stretched a lot. So keep it like this. Like this will work so that it will support the corner edge loops also. Okay. And I'll leave a small amount of gap from the corners because I'll be giving one design to it. So we have some extra dot I have given, so I'll just clear the dot. Like small amount of gap so that I can just extrude and get it done. Here also same thing. And always see this that how the shape is turning. Always turn your mesh in that. As I mentioned, I'm leaving the gap from all the sides. See, as the mesh is turning, even I'm turning the faces in that same direction. I'm in need of one mesh here, one supporting edge loop is here. I can spread this a little bit. Anyway, I'll spread this mesh later on. I'll correct the distribution, but for now, I'll be keeping it in this way. Fine. So this much. Yeah. So as I mentioned, I'm leaving the gap for one extrusion because I will be in need of one border kind of thing. I'll show you why I'm saying that. Okay. Okay. Now this much is done. I'll just quickly finish this also. If you feel so, this is like too much, and this is okay. See how I'm rotating my mesh. Okay. So here I'm getting this much. And add few mesh. Obviously, as I will be mirroring it here, I have stopped it. I'll select these two vertex and make sure it's on the proper position. Here, and I'll try to somehow connect it here. Okay. So that I can again use this for my border. And now I'll just select the whole part. See, I can select the whole border. What I'll do, I'll just extrude it. Okay, to get my this border, outer border, so that now the only thing I will have to delete is this space. I'll select this space and I'll delete this because obviously this will be the center part. So and push it on the Z. Okay, and now I got this border. Now as I'm having this border, I can create a equidistant nice border everywhere. Now why I'm trying so much for the border, that also I'll tell you. Like, is there any reason or just like that I'm saying? Let me just adjust this border quickly and then it is still the border is not equidistant, but that I will have to manage it without the quadra or without the live surface, because right now I don't have the option to go outside the shape. We'll see if required, then I'll add the mesh, otherwise I will not. Like here it was required, so I've added. Okay. Now why I'm trying for the border, because here in the rest of the things I have given nice border on the edges. Okay, which is actually giving a little bit sci-fi look to that character. Fine. So because of that, I'm still trying to give the same treatment here also. Okay. So if I'm giving the same treatment, then only it will look like as if the whole thing belongs to one world. Otherwise, it will not look like that. Alright. So I'll remove the live now. I've disabled it. I'll hide this main one. Now I'll try to create this by doing the edit edge flow. I'll try to get it as much possible. Like I'll make it equidistant. Same way this also. But again, right now I'll not be able to conclude because here the gap is less. Okay, so this much is at least maintained properly. Here also, I'm gonna delete the inner part once I adjusted this thing. I'm just sliding it. Same here also. I'll select, I'll push it close to maintain the same amount of distance everywhere, so that in one go I can just select the whole thing and I can extrude it anytime. But first I'll have to give that. So this. Now see, this part as I have adjusted, it's looking so nice. Correct. And now this belongs to the same world also. Alright, because same treatment I'm trying to give everywhere. Yes. So I'll quickly adjust this. Right now I'll keep it the same. Again, trying to give the same amount of distance everywhere. So as I have locked this distance, I'll try to give the same distance everywhere. While doing this adjustment, if you ever feel that adjusting this portion is gonna look good, but at the same time, if I'm selecting the whole edge, this is gonna get disturbed. So then just do the partial selection, right? Means only select the edges which are required, like this, and then do the edit HTML. Same here also. This circle I'm gonna tweak it a little bit. In this case, this needs to be more wide. See, this part is getting maintained properly. This one also. Then this is also nicely maintained. Okay, it's also nicely done. But this is not equidistant, so I'll just lightly. I'll adjust this, and not just that, I'll put this also little bit of, just to get a nice silhouette or silhouette, whatever you say. Now, one thing just I have to take care, and that is this part is going down, so it shouldn't go down. I'll have to pull it up. Okay, I'll just delete this too. I'll do the extrusion. I'll bring it in this. Okay, manually extruding. Now the border of this and this should be same. Extrude, and see now such a clean look we are getting. Again, I'll extrude. I'll push it in. Again, I'll have to see how much depth we can give. Okay, this much is okay. Again, I'll extrude. I'll push it in. Okay, this part is coming out good, but here again it's like coming in this way. Okay, so I'm just making it round. Again, I'll select this and extrude it again inside. And now this is ready to go. Add this, and I got a cleaner shape now. I kept the same amount of border here also. Here I have to tweak it once, but now see, if I'll show you, just duplicate it and hide it, and I'll show you the difference. See, here there was no border, even the shape was not nice. If I'll show you like in a silhouette version, see, there's such a clean looks I'm getting here. It's very crooked, one sharp point is coming, some straight line is coming. It's not a well defined shape. Now this is what we call a well defined shape. Okay, and even the loops are much less. Obviously we are doing the retopo for that only, to get a less mesh, and it's well constructed, like nice border I'm getting, so I can extrude it the way I want. Whenever I want, I can do that. Here no proper loops were there, so that is the thing. Okay, thank you.